Hi guys, I hope you're fine. So today we're going to look at our tutorial 2, which is based on the game theory. Well, let's see how does it look like. Well, I mean, it is always good to complete the payoff matrix as you go or as you read, okay? Because it makes the activity easier and well understandable, all right? So we are going to be doing the same. As you can see, our the task is for us first of all to construct a payoff matrix, okay? And it says that you have to place Bilko on the vertical axis and Constructor on the in this case horizontal axis. So let me do that. I'm gonna say that this is Bilko, right? And this is Constructor. Right? Oh, no, construct, right? Very good. So for the game theory to happen, there must be at least three uh, elements, right? Or three units, something like that, right? The first one, we can say that we must have players, right, in this game. In this case, our players are Bilko and Constructor, right? Then we must have, in this case, strategies, okay? In this case, here we'll say the strategy here, we will say, first of all, let's just read. In the non-housing building sector of the Pretoria area, the two main options are small shopping centers or business park. These are basically our options, our strategies. In other words, okay. So we'll say small centers, all right, and business park, right? So here, since we said this is the small center, we will also here say this is the small center. We will also say that this is in this case business park. Business park. Right? So let's read. It says Bilko is the market leader in both these non-market building sectors of the Pretoria area. Analysts are of the opinion that no gains are possible if both firms increase building activity in the same sector. What does it mean? It means that if Bilko increases its activity in the in this case in the small centers, I mean the shopping centers, and at the same time Constructor increases also its activities in the small centers, I mean the shopping centers, both of them are going to have no gain, right? So in this case we can say this is 0, right? And this is also 0, right? Attention, all of these, like down, the matrix down, they belong to Bilko, and on the top belong to Constructor. So since they said if both of them are expanding their activities in the same sector, they are going to gain 0, 0. That means also where they increase their activities in also, let's say, business park, like at the same time, they are going to gain again 0, 0. Very good. So at this point in time, that means we have 0, 0, 0, 0. So we left with this matrix. Let's read forward. Bilko should gain 5% of the market share and Constructor should gain 3% of the market share if Bilko expand its building activities in the small shopping center. sector and constructor at the same time expand its building activities in the business park development, right? What does it mean? It means that if in this case Bilco, okay, expand its activities in the building, I mean in the small shopping centers, which is here, right, is going to gain 5%, and the other one is going to gain just 3%, right? Let's say it forward. On the other hand, Bilco should gain 3% of the market share and Construco should gain 2% of the market share. If Bilco expands in the development of the business park and the Construco expands in the small shopping center, that means is this, right? Here Bilco is going to gain 3% and the other one is going to gain just 2%, right? Very good. So here is how we construct, or is how we do our payoff matrix, right? So that was the first, basically, that was the first activity, right? So let's go forward. The question is, does Bilco have a dominant strategy? If so, what is their dominant strategy? Okay, the first question here is, what is the dominant strategy? The dominant strategy is any strategy that a certain player is going to pursue or is going to choose regardless of the other player's choice. In other words, if, for example, you have two choices, okay? If you choose option A, you are going to be better off compared to compared to the person or your competitor, okay? You are going to be better off. Again, if you choose B also, you are going to be better off compared to your competition, all right? Regardless of what the second player is choosing, you are always better off, okay? That is the dominant strategy. I mean, here there is a bit of confusion between you being better off or having a good outcome and you being better off regardless of what the other player is choosing. Okay, let's go for it. Let's analyze. First, I will just change the color. Change the color. Let's analyze Bilco, all right? First of all, if in this case Construco chooses small centers, in this case here, or if it chooses small centers, sorry, I'm just going to use the pencil. If Construco chooses small center, what is the best strategy for Bilco? Is he going to choose also shopping center, or is good for him to choose the business park? In fact, it's good for him to choose the business park, all right, because he's better off, all right? Attention, we are not saying that this is the dominant strategy. No. We are saying that it's good for him choosing business park if this guy, like Construct, is choosing shopping centers, all right? Very good. Now let's analyze a point whereby Construct is choosing also what is that? A business park. If he chooses business park, in fact, this guy Bilco is going to choose where he is well off or better off. The summary is easy. Whenever you ask yourself, is Bilco choosing the same strategy no matter what the other one is doing, then that is the dominant strategy. However, If Bilko's choice depends on Constructor's choice, there is no dominant strategy for Bilko. So the answer is no. The answer is no. No. Oh, sorry. There is no dominant strategy for Bilko. Let's go. Let's see if there's dominant strategy for Constructor. I'm just going to change the color. I'll use this one. Very good. If Bilko chooses this one, shopping center, what is going to happen to Constructor? He is going to choose business park. However, if Bilko chooses business park, what is going to happen to, he also is going to choose business park. So in other words, we can again say that no, Constructor's choice also depends on Bilko's choice. So therefore, also there is no dominant strategy to construct. All right, let's move on. What is or are the solutions of the game? Indicate the payoffs. Okay, that's easy. We will say that for Bilko is 3%, 2%. 3% and 2%. Right? Because is this, right? Is this one. And for Constructor is going to be, okay, Constructor is going to be 5% and 3%. And 3%. Very good. So there we go. This is basically what the solutions are. Okay. So the question is there a prisoner's dilemma? No, there's no prisoner's dilemma. All right. Very good. So here's how we construct all of these payoff metrics, and here's how we analyze, okay, each and every strategy. Okay, so let's move to question 2. The logic behind is the same. Okay, we are just going to draw our payoff matrix. Oh God, we are just going to draw a payoff matrix. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Just divide it. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. So we will do the same. We will fill in the payoff matrix as we read or as we go. Okay, so that we make it easier. Okay, assume two firms, Alco and Bilko. Okay, I'm just going to write here Alco, okay, and Bilco. Okay. Competing in a market, each of the firms has two strategies, namely to raise prices by 5% or to raise prices by 3%. Okay, so here, these are the strategies: 5%, 5%, 3%, 3%. Oh, sorry. Very good. So, financial strategists are of the opinion that following the following set of events might realize. ALCO will realize an additional 250 million rands profit if it increases price by 5%. If Bilco simultaneously increases prices also by 5%, Bilco should realize an additional 350 million in this scenario. All right, that means if both of them they increase by 5%, okay, ALCO should realize 250. Okay, so I'm going to write here 250. 250, and this one should realize 350. All right, ALCO realize an additional 150 profit if it increases price by 5%. All right, ALCO, I'm just going to fill it here. All right, if simultaneously increased by 3%, Bilco should realize an additional of 150 as well. I'm just going to fill it here. All right, ALCO would realize an additional 350 profit if increased price by 3%, which is here. All right, 350. All right, and Bilco should realize an additional if simultaneously by 5%, which is also here, 250. All right, ALCO would realize an additional of 250 profit, right, to 250, and this one should realize 350. Very good. So here we have our payoff matrix. I'm going to change the color now. Let's see what does it say. We will do the same analysis as we did for the activity 1, right? It says, does ALCO have a dominant strategy? Let's see. ALCO is this one, right? What is going to happen to ALCO if Bilco goes for 5%? If Bilco goes for 5%, what's going to happen to this one? Is going to choose this or this one. Okay? In fact, he is going to choose this one because it's better off. Just compare 350 and 250. This is good, it's better than this one, right? So what happens if, again, Bilco chooses 3%? What happens to this one? Again, just compare. He is going to choose, again, 250. That means no matter what Bilco does, he chooses 350. In other words, 3% is his dominant strategy. Okay, so here we can conclude and say yes, he has dominant strategy. Yes, and the strategy is 3%. It goes for 3%. Attention, no matter what Bilco does, he will choose 3% because if he goes for 5%, it's even better, it's good. I mean, it's better even if he goes for 3%. So either way, he's going to choose the same strategy, right? Very good. So this is what we say. Does Bilfco have a dominant strategy? If your answer is positive, indicate the dominant strategy. Let's analyze for Bilfco now. I'm just going to change the color. I will use this one. Okay, if Alco chooses 5%, what is going to happen to Bilfco? He is going to choose this one. All right, he's going to choose 5%. I mean, yeah, it's going to increase by 5%. Okay, if Alco chooses 3%, what is going to happen to Bilfco? Is he still going to choose this one, 5%, or is going to choose 3%? In fact, between 150 and 350, 350 is bigger. Here between 350 and 250, 350 is bigger. So here is going to choose 350. Again, the question, I mean, the issue is easy. That means the question is, does Bilfco's choices depend on Alco's choices? The answer is yes, because he chooses each or one of these strategies according to what this Alco is going to choose. All right. So in other words, for this one, there is no dominant strategy. No, there is no dominant strategy. Good. So the third question says, is there Nash equilibrium? If your answer is yes, indicate the Nash solutions. Yes, there is. Yes. And the solutions are, we will say, Alco goes for 3%, okay, which in this case 250 Alco, right? 250 Alco. Then we will also say Bilfco in this case goes for 3%, right, which is 350. No, this is the other way around. 350 and here's 250. Bilfco. Very good. Just going to do this. And again, what is the solution for the game? The solution for the game is this one. I'll just copy. These are the solutions for the game. These are the solutions for the game. Very good. So the last question is, assume that the two firms do not trust rational behavior on the part of the other firm. Apply the maximum strategy and indicate the solution for the game under these circumstances. In fact, we will say that Bilco is going to go for maximum strategy. In this case, going to be 5%, right? We will say Bilco will always go for 5% price increase. Good. So these are our solutions, all right? And very good, if you can see, okay? And Thank you very much. Anything you might need, just email us and or WhatsApp us, and we'll be there to assist you. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Maybe I can just increase this a bit. Okay, so this is our payoff metrics and so on. Bye bye. See you in the next video.